So the Spanish League was the theme for the Football Manager Streamer Showdown Season 3, the tournament that brings together the best Football Manager streamers to battle it out and see who comes out on top. With a selection of new faces, Lollujo had won the first 2 seasons and was hoping to retain his crown, but could anybody stop him? My name's Dave from FM, and you're watching the Streamer Showdown Season 3 recap. DoctorBenjy is returning. His MVP is Neymar. Courtois would play in goal, but he's also got the firepower of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and good back 4 options of Varane and Militao. Newcomer Clayts selected Lionel Messi as his MVP, but has some great firepower, including Son Heung-min and Robert Lewandowski. Some back 4 options of Jose Jimenez and Sergio Roberto, and a goalkeeper of Gianluigi Donnarumma. Newcomer Doop managed to grab Cristiano Ronaldo as his MVP. Erling Haaland is also there to add firepower, along with Fekir as well. Jan Oblak was his goalkeeper of choice, and Trent Alexander-Arnold could add a bit of creativity from defence. Zealand would return, and his MVP was selected as Kylian Mbappe. He also has the defensive depth of Andrew Robertson, but also has the attacking impetus of Luis Suarez to go for as well, with Isco and Arturo Vidal in the middle. Spencer FC was another newcomer, and Virgil van Dijk was selected after impressing in the first 2 seasons of the game. Iago Aspas and Ciro Immobile will be his attacking options, with Philippe Coutinho and Thomas Lemar as possible wingers. James Allcott was another newcomer, and N'Golo Kante was selected as his MVP. And a range of attacking options, including Jamie Vardy, Lautaro Martinez, and João Felix. Also some wide options of Gonzalo Guedes and Jadon Sancho. Dave Azzopardi, yes me, comes into the competition for the first time. Ter Stegen selected as goalkeeper, but Sadio Mane as the key man. Also Paco Alcacer, Maxi Gomez, Bernardo Silva, and Bruno Fernandes. And Lollujo, the reigning champ, had Antoine Griezmann as his MVP. Inaki Williams and Anthony Martial also in there. And a big buy at Gareth Bale, also playing with Hugo Lloris as his goalkeeper. And we move on to match day 1. You can see Clayts will host Dave Azzopardi. Doop will be playing DoctorBenjy. Lollujo up against Ben FC, and Zealand will take on James Allcott. And the first game gifted Dave Azzopardi his first win. It was the 2 newcomers, and it was a massive 3-0 win for Dave Azzopardi. Sadio Mane scoring from the set piece to give him a big 3-0 win, with all 3 goals coming in the first half. Lollujo managed to continue his strong form from the first 2 seasons, beating Spencer 2-1. Antoine Griezmann in the end with the winning goal to give Kev an early 3 points. The rest of the results were as follows. Doop unfortunately losing out to DoctorBenjy 1-0. Zealand losing out to newcomer James Allcott 1-0. And confirmation of the other results where Dave Azzopardi beat Clayts 3-0. And Lollujo beat Spencer 2-1. Match day 2 saw Dave Azzopardi host Doop in the FM derby. DoctorBenjy would take on Zealand. James Allcott would play up against Lollujo. And Spen would host Clayts FM, with both of those needing a victory. And it was James Allcott who managed to get a huge victory to put really the cat amongst the pigeons. A fantastic win for him against Lollujo, and a big win as well. And DoctorBenjy managed to beat Zealand in the El Jurassico. These two having a nice little rivalry recently, but it was Benjy who managed to grab a massive 4-3 win. Dave Azzopardi beat Doop 3-0 in the other game. James Allcott smashing Lollujo 6-0, and Spen with a great 4-1 win over Clayts as well to give him his first win of the tournament. Match day 3 saw Clayts host James Allcott. Lollujo would take on DoctorBenjy. Spen would take on Dave Azzopardi, and Zealand would host Doop. But it was Clayts who managed to finally get a win. He beat James Allcott with his last goal of the game, with a 3-0 win coming in the 88th minute. And this was the one. Spencer, after being 4-1 up, chucking it away, it finished 4-4. Oi! Come on!
I can't believe what I've just seen from Tony Cruz.
Hashtag it, Spenny boy. Come on.
I can't believe what I've just seen from Tony Cruz.
Come on! And there's confirmation of the results. Clayts beating James Allcott 3-0. Lollujo grabbed 3 points by beating DoctorBenjy 1-0. There's confirmation of the draw between Spencer and Dave, and Zealand beating Doop 2-1. And a quick look at the league table after match week 3. Dave Azzopardi, the only player to remain unbeaten on 7 points, and Doop with 0 points after 3 matches. Match day 4 would see Doop take on Clayts as he still searches for that first win. James Allcott would play up against Dave Azzopardi. Lollujo would play Zealand, and Spencer would take on Benjy. And Doop, after being 3-1 down,
on, Ronnie! Get in there, Ronnie! Let's go! Ronnie!
Manages to turn it around and beat Clayts 4-3. And in the other game, it was a massive victory for Dave Azzopardi, smashing James Allcott 7-1. And a confirmation of the results as Clayts losing out despite being 3-1 up to Doop, 4-3. James Allcott losing 7-1 to Dave Azzopardi. Lollujo grabbing a 1-0 win against Zealand. And Spen and Benjy sharing the spoils with a 1-1 draw. Match day 5 would see Dave Azzopardi take on Zealand. DoctorBenjy would host Clayts. Doop would take on Lollujo. And James Allcott hosting Spencer. And it was a late goal with 10 men. Dave Azzopardi managed to beat Zealand 2-1 with a late Stefan Savic goal from a corner. And Spencer did manage to get a win as well. He beat James Allcott.
Come on, my son!
With Iago Aspas scoring the goal to give him 3 points. And match day 5 saw Dave Azzopardi winning 2-1 against Zealand. Benjy holding out for a 1-1 draw with Clayts. Doop also drawing 1-1 with Lollujo. And Spencer with that 1-0 win over James Allcott. And match day 6 would see Dave Azzopardi take on Lollujo. DoctorBenjy take on James Allcott. Doop would host Spencer and Zealand would host Clayts, all to play for in the penultimate game of the league. And it was Zealand who was, of course, taking on Clayts, and he managed to wrap up the game. Luis Suarez scoring a goal to give Zealand 3 points. And DoctorBenjy got another win, this time against James Allcott, with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang scoring another goal to wrap up the victory. And there's confirmation of the results. So match day 6, Dave Azzopardi beating Lollujo 3-0. DoctorBenjy beating James Allcott 4-0. Doop with a 3-0 win over Spencer. And Zealand with a massive 4-1 win over Clayts. And that win for Dave Azzopardi against Lollujo secured his top spot regardless of what happened in the final game. Clayts will remain bottom at the moment though with 4 points. And match day 7 would see the battle of the top 2. Dave Azzopardi taking on DoctorBenjy. Clayts would take on Lollujo. James Allcott would face Doop. And Spencer would take on Zealand. Would any results change positions going into the quarterfinals? And it was James Allcott who managed to get a win. It was a big win as well up against Doop. João Felix wrapping it up for him in the 93rd minute in that game. And despite losing 4-0, Neymar still managed to throw out the showboats.
Oh, come on! Every time I do this, I get goal.
That is brilliant.
What a goal!
If I've got to concede, it's got to be a goal like that. That is unbelievable.
Neymar with a beautiful Rabona.
Look at that!
Oh, that's the money shot, right?
Imagine if Adruiz did like a scorpion kick or bicycle kick. So confirmation of the final results. Match day 7, the last game of the league. Clayts and Lollujo holding out for a 0-0 draw. Dave Azzopardi beating Benjy 4-1. James Allcott with a massive 5-1 win over Doop. And Spencer beating Zealand 4-0. So the league table after 7 games. Dave Azzopardi finishes with 19 points. The first ever person to remain unbeaten in the league in the Streamer Showdown. Clayts will finish bottom. But Spencer, Benjy and Lollujo finishing 2nd, 3rd and 4th on 11 points. And the top goal scorers as follows. Cristiano Ronaldo with 8 goals after 7 games. Maxi Gomez, Sadio Mane, and Bernardo Silva and João Felix behind him. Most assists, it's James Allcott, Lautaro Martinez and Maxi Gomez for Dave, leading the race with 5 assists each at the moment in that one. And the highest average rating after the league is dominated by Dave Azzopardi players. Maxi Gomez with a massive 8.36, Sadio Mane, Ruben Neves, Bernardo Silva and Toni Kroos for Spen. As we move on to the quarterfinals, it'll be top versus bottom. Dave Azzopardi versus Clayts. Spencer will take on Zealand. DoctorBenjy versus Doop, Lollujo and James Allcott. League form goes out the window. It's all to play for. It's going to be a smash and grab in knockout football. And it was Zealand who managed to take a decent lead into the second leg against Spencer.
That's
no
not
way.
Who is that? That's not Van Dijk.
Zuma. Would that have happened if we'd started Nacho, the right back we meant to start?
And Benjy managed to pick up a nice lead against Doop to give him a huge advantage going into the second leg. So the quarterfinals as follows. Dave Azzopardi taking his good form from the league into the quarterfinals with a 1-0 win over Clayts. Doop losing out 2-0 to Benjy. Lollujo grabbed a 1-0 win over James Allcott and Zealand with a 2-0 win. The only home win in the first leg of the quarterfinals. In the second leg, Clayts needed a big turnaround. And he got it. It was Lionel Messi who completed the turnaround. Bottom of the league Clayts, knocking out league winner Dave Azzopardi. And Lollujo managed in the end to hold on against James Allcott to go into the semi-final and possibly retain his crown. And there we go, the quarterfinals as follows. Dave Azzopardi, league winner, knocked out 3-1. It was 3-2 on aggregate against Clayts. DoctorBenjy held on and got a massive win against Doop to go through 6-1 winner. Lollujo wins 2-0 on aggregate against James Allcott. And Spencer, despite winning the second leg, is knocked out to Zealand. And the semi-finals, so Zealand will take on Lollujo and Clayts will take on DoctorBenjy. Despite coming bottom, Clayts has a massive chance of getting through to the final. And of course, Lollujo will have to beat Zealand if he wants to retain his crown for a third time. And it was Zealand who, in the end, managed to get a massive victory against Lollujo in the first leg, which all but saw him through to the final. And Clayts managed to get a very nice victory. It finished 4-2 in the end, but this was his 4th goal. Pedrazza from the left-hand side, giving him a massive victory over Benjy. And going into the second leg, Zealand 3-0 up against Lollujo. Clayts 4-2 up over Benjy. Surely the final would be set as Zealand versus Clayts, you would think. Zealand held Lollujo to a goalless draw, which meant he was through very, very comfortably. And knocking 2-time champion Kevin 2 times out of the tournament. Benjy needed a big, big turnaround, though, to beat Clayts. And then this happened.
It's not in yet. It's not in yet. Edison fancies it. Wow, Edison Cavani fancies it. Come on, let's go! Come on, viewers.
Oh, I need to watch, sorry.
You're the best in the game, Ben. You're the best in the game, Ben.
So with that huge turnaround, Benjy beat Clayts 5-4 on aggregate after a 3-0 win in the second leg. And a 0-0 draw in the second leg between Lollujo and Zealand sees Zealand move into the final, which means it's going to be DoctorBenjy versus Zealand in the final. These two have had some sort of rivalry going on for the first 2 seasons of the Streamer Showdown, and the El Jurassico will be the final for Season 3 of the FM Streamer Showdown.
This Coco will be coming back. Oh, yeah, he was set-piece magic right here. Yeah, Joe Gomez. Okay. Far from done.
The thing is, I've been here before. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, you've got... I would rather be up 1-0 than down 1-0. That's all I'm saying. Huh?
It's a panic. No need to panic.
Understandable.
But down. It's a good pen.
Yeah, I don't want to hear...
I don't want to hear that. Oh, Rodrigo.
Rodrigo.
Still looking very okay. Yeah. Oh, that's 3.
It's a demolition job. It's a demolition job. Actually, I'll let that play. Sorry, Lowdown. Sorry, Lowdown. Oh, it's not going my way at the moment.
And there we go, 3-0 win in the first leg of the final for Zealand, which gives him a massive advantage. We have seen stranger results, but surely Zealand will be winning Season 3 of the Streamer Showdown.
Oh! Courtois done it, viewers! What are we saying? It's Thibaut Courtois! He scored from a corner! It's Thibaut Courtois! It's the best moment you may ever see in the history of football management!
Business.
Oh! Oh my god! No way!
Perfectly.
It's a good ball as well. We're in. Aubameyang. He's on that side. Come on! Yes, boys! Come on! Not done yet! Not done yet, boys! Not done yet! 15 to go. This could be a moment. This could be it. Who's on it? Capania. Come on, Tibor.
Bye. We'll see you next time, guys. We'll see you next time. See you next time.
Kick.
Not even with the red card this time.
And there we go. Zealand has won it. He has won the Streamer Showdown Season 3. Wow. After Kev won it the first 2 seasons, it was going to be interesting to see if anyone could take his crown, and Zealand has managed to do it. Although not finishing great in the league, he's really turned up in the knockout stages, and that first leg victory against Benjy more or less gave him one hand on the trophy before the second leg had even begun. Let's look at the top goal scorers for the tournament then. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang for Benjy finishing top goal scorer in the end with 9. Sadio Mane finishing second with 8 goals. Cristiano Ronaldo also on 8. And Maxi Gomez and Bernardo Silva with 7 and 5 for Dave Azzopardi respectively. The most assists, Neymar grabbing top spot there with 7 assists. Sadio Mane just in behind with 6. And 3 players grabbing 5 assists with Lautaro Martinez for Zealand, Maxi Gomez for Dave, and Lucas Digne for Benjy, all grabbing 5 each. And Maxi Gomez got a massive 8.07 average rating across the tournament. Sadio Mane and Ruben Neves got the second and third highest average rating. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in fourth with 7.59 and Bernardo Silva with a 7.54. And there we go, there is Season 3 of the Streamer Showdown complete. Zealand managed to win the title this time around, but will somebody be able to get it off him in Season 4? Let us know your thoughts on this tournament, guys, in the comment section down below. If there's anybody else that you'd like to see in the tournament for Season 4, let us know. But until next time, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm sure we'll see you all very, very soon.